Welcome back to our channel. Today's Thursday. A beautiful day, but I am running on zero sleep and pure adrenaline. The seismic shifts happening in Port Charles right now are breaking the Richter scale, and the impossible choices facing our favorite characters have me screaming at my screen. Let's start with Kai Taylor. Oh my god, Kai. He is literally sitting there with Alexis Davis putting the pieces together, and he drops the absolute bombshell that he thinks Willow tried to kill Drew again. Again. Remember when she shot him twice in the back? Yeah, Kai remembers. He and Trina heard that ringtone at the house that night. So when Drew miraculously ends up in the Quartermain Lake, nearly drowning, Kai immediately points the finger at Willow. And honestly, can you blame him? I know we all saw Nina Reeves do the actual pushing in a blind panic, but Willow has the motive, the history, and the absolute ice-cold demeanor. Kai is sitting there accusing Willow of a second deadly plot, and it is just so satisfying to see someone finally calling out the trail of destruction that follows her everywhere she goes. But the best part of this entire sequence is Alexis Davis. I have been watching since 2015, and I have loved Alexis through every single one of her messy, complicated phases. But seeing her finally drop the supportive act with Willow is everything. Alexis is fed up. She is looking at Willow, this woman who has caused so much chaos, and she lays down the law. She straight up threatens to expose the fact that Willow shot Drew if she doesn't back off. I was cheering at my television. Yes, Alexis. Finally, someone is holding Willow accountable, because Michael and Chase certainly haven't been doing a great job of it lately. Alexis is fiercely protective of her family, especially when it comes to Scout and Danny, and seeing her unleash that classic Davis wrath on Willow was a cinematic masterpiece. Wait, I am getting ahead of myself. We have to talk about the recording. The recording. Am I the only one who completely lost their mind when Nina threw a massive fit over this? Willow, in all her manipulative glory, has a secret audio recording of Jack Brennan. And not just any recording. It is Brennan admitting that he used WSB resources to get rid of the traffic cam footage. You know, the footage that proves Brooklyn was the actual driver who fled Jordan's crash. Willow is using this whole mess to her advantage, and it is both brilliant and absolutely terrifying. Nina is absolutely losing it, and for once, I completely agree with her. She is warning Willow that this is a terrible idea. Because hello, blackmailing the head of the WSB? Are you insane, Willow? Nina rightly points out that this recording incriminates Willow just as much as it incriminates Brennan. If that audio gets out, Willow is going down for conspiracy, obstruction, you name it. But Willow? She just stares back with those cold eyes and refuses to delete it. She says she is keeping it until she gets the dirt she needs on Michael. I mean, the absolute nerve of this woman. Let's just pause and think about how far Willow has fallen. She is using a WSB director as a pawn to get leverage in her custody war against Michael Corinthos. Michael is already playing dirty, bluffing that he has proof she shot Drew, and now Willow is playing international spy games to fight back. I mean, I kinda hate what she's doing. Actually, no, I love the drama. But I am also dreading the fallout. Remember when Willow was just a sweet school teacher? Yeah, me neither. Those days are dead and buried. She is a full-blown villain now, and part of me is totally here for it. Okay, back to the point. While Willow is playing mob boss with Brennan, the actual former mob boss is having a deeply emotional moment. Sonny Corinthos meets with Michael, and guys, this scene hit me right in the feels. Sonny starts talking about regrets. Regrets he will carry until the day he died. The dialogue was so intense, and it made me think about the firebombing that scarred Michael, or maybe even Morgan's death. Sonny has so much blood on his hands, and now that he has officially walked away from the mob to focus on his legitimate businesses, the weight of his past is really settling in. It is such a raw, vulnerable side of Sonny that we rarely get to, and Sonny gives Michael some serious guidance. Michael is single now, Jacinda is gone, paid off and shipped out of Port Charles after she went rogue and drugged Willow's iced latte. So Michael is navigating this brutal custody war completely alone, trying to protect Wiley and Amelia. Sonny, who knows a thing or two about messy custody battles and protecting kids, is trying to steer Michael through this nightmare. I know some people are loving this dark, ruthless Michael, but personally, I miss the days when he had a bit more of a moral compass. Still, watching Sonny try to be a guiding light when his own life is a history of violence is fascinating television. Will Michael actually listen, or is he too far gone in his hatred for Willow? Then we have Jordan Ashford and Drew Kane. Can we talk about this? Jordan meets with Drew and flat out questions him about his intention. She asks if Michael is really someone he is willing to work with at Aurora. Jordan is smart. She knows Drew is a walking time bomb. She insists her loyalty is entirely to Michael and hopes Drew can respect it. And Drew? He puts on this chillingly calm face and promises he can. He was pretending to be this changed, peaceful man who just wants to focus on business and family. But we know the truth. Drew is lying through his teeth. He is fully mobile, he has recovered from the paralytic Willow was dosing him with, and he is out for blood. He has multiple revenge plots in motion. He is colluding with Ava Jerome to take down Sonny. He is trying to destroy the Quartermains after Tracy banned him from the estate, and he is isolating Scout from Danny. Drew is a total cad right now, and I am so here for it. Watching him smile at Jordan while secretly plotting to burn Michael's world to the ground is top-tier soap opera villainy. I just know this Aurora dynamic is going to explode in everyone's face. Now, let's pivot to the Spencer women, because Carly is on an absolute rampage. She corners Josslyn and absolutely grills her about taking the CEO position at Jasper Jack's Enterprise. Carly is frantic. She thinks she knows what is going on, but she doesn't have the full picture. Josslyn is sitting there, unable to spill the actual truth that this JJE CEO job is just a massive cover for her new WSB assignment. She struck that deal with Z to free Jason and Valentine, and now she is in deep. Carly is pushing and pushing, convinced that Jax is somehow manipulating Josslyn, and it is just classic Carly overstep. Josslyn can't tell Carly about the WSB mission, but she makes one thing crystal clear. Accepting this corporate job does not mean she is leaving the Bureau. She looks Carly dead in the eye and tells her to back off and stop interfering. I have to say, I am kind of proud of Josslyn. She is standing her ground. But Carly is Carly. Do we really think she is going to stop interfering? Never. Carly is going to keep digging until she uncovers the truth, and when she finds out Josslyn is still working for Z and the WSB, all hell is going to break loose. The fallout between these two is going to be epic. And speaking of the WSB, what on earth is going on with Dr. Tristan Roberts? In Wednesday's episode, we finally get some movement on his storyline. Tristan confides in someone about his history. We are finally going to learn a little more about his past and who he really is. Is he an active WSB operative sent to spy on Anna Devane? Is he Jack Brennan's secret son? I have been reading the forum theories all week, and the suspense is killing me. The timing of his arrival, right when Anna is closing in on the Cullum and Sidwell conspiracies, is way too convenient. I am literally on the edge of my seat waiting for this reveal. Finally, we have Felicia Scorpio. Our girl is playing a dangerous game of cat and mouse with Jack Brennan. Brennan is trying to get information, throwing questions at her, and Felicia is completely dodging. She is stonewalling him like an absolute pro. Why is she being so evasive? Does she know something about Cassius Phaeton's whereabouts? Or is she protecting Anna, who is currently suffering from those terrifying Peter August hallucinations? Brennan is a dangerous man to cross, even if he is currently distracted by his weird, undeniable chemistry with Nina Reed. Felicia better watch her back because Brennan does not take no for. Looking at all these intersecting storylines, I am just struck by how impossible these choices are for everyone. Willow choosing blackmail over safety. Michael choosing war over peace. Josslyn choosing the WSB over her mother's sanity. Drew choosing revenge over healing. The momentum has completely shifted, and the fallout is going to be seismic. I am exhausted just thinking about it, but you better believe I will be glued to my screen tomorrow to see how this all plays out. The writers are absolutely cooking right now, and I cannot get enough. Will Willow's blackmail destroy her, or will Drew's revenge burn Port Charles to the ground? Drop your wildest theories in the comments below and subscribe for more GH updates.